Oh, I don't forgot that. Welcome. Oh, yeah, I'm sorry about that. I had forgot to. I was. I had used my little bit of ice that I had, so I was putting some more ice in there. So, welcome to said Larry J. I am your host, Larry J. Um, Yeah, I'm your host, Larry J. So, welcome. Come on in. Come on in. Make yourself at home. But before you make yourself at home, you can go in the kitchen. We got some Maggiano's tonight. Have yourself with some shrimp scampi and some, what is it? Some thin pizza bread or something with tomatoes and that clock cheese on it and stuff like that. Make yourself at home, and you probably have some water that I have over in there as well. So make yourself at home. Don't make a mess. If you need to, get you some napkins. Only try to get like three. We're not trying to, you know, cause a paper factory to be going on over here because you want to use 20 napkins. So make yourself at home. Jump right in. Glad to have you in. Happy Tuesday. How has your day been going? So now I was torn on, I was wondering, like, what should I talk about today? And I had one particular topic in mind, which I think I am going to talk about. Probably I might do it tomorrow. Or I might just wait till this coming Friday, Fun Day Friday. Because I think it is a topic that, some people talk about it, but oh, I want to dive right in it. Like I'm going to dive right in this topic. So, and I was supposed to listen to that clip again. But of course, everyone know by now that the Kirk Franklin and his son yeah, Kerrion, they had a debacle. Now, when you listen to the clip pretty much you hear Kirk Franklin cussing him out, cussing him slap out. Now, y'all probably like, that's not funny. It's not. It's really not. Let me go rewind. Rewind. If y'all listen to the video, play. If y'all listen to the video, y'all will hear Kirk Franklin cussing him slap out. And you hear him saying, like, okay, F you, what you gonna do? And it's kind of like calm. Now, I have been reading the comments, and some of you all agree, some of you all disagree. And some of you say, Kurt Franklin didn't have any business cussing him out because that's not the way how you talk to your child first. He's not a child. He's a so-called grown man. Let's establish that first. He's 33 years old, 34, whatever age he is. So he's a grown man. But no, as parents, no, you should not cuss out your children because it gives them traumatic effects. It depends. You have to respect your children of what age they are and be mindful, how you say things too, because you don't want them cussing you out. So, but when you listen to the clip, here's what interests me with the clip. Because when you listen to the clip, you hear on the clip, well, Kurt Franklin, he's going in, son of a you. What's that acronym I made up? BAN. B dot A dot N. What is BAN? You, it stands for BITCH, period N, period A, SSSS, N, BITCH, period A, SSSS, N. That's what it stands for. So you hear Kirk Franklin going in, he gonna stomp. I guess he gonna stomp. He started remixing that song again when he was saying that he was gonna stomp. But see, the question that poses, because people are going in because what they heard, and he didn't have no business. Because no, he did not have no right. He didn't have any. Let me retract. He should have been mindful what he was saying to his son. However, he did not know he was being recorded. But now the question posed: what did he say prior to that to cause him to go to cussing them out. Because see, the video that we got and the video that is viral, because really, the video that is viral is the video that was sent out in intent, premeditated. It was well thought of. Meaning, if you listen to the video carefully, you will hear there is a consistent flow with the conversation from a certain part, then it ends. You don't just start a consistent flow out of nowhere and go to the end. No, that means prior to what we was able to hear and what was redacted so we could not hear, it started from there. But the whole intent was to provoke him. I'm just telling you, this is my opinion in my show. The whole intent was to more so provoke him, and then you get him on record because you done pushed all his buttons. Because those of you that are parents, you know I'm not a parent, but I was raised up in a 2-parent household, a mommy and a daddy. They did get a divorce, but they still both my parents. And we still have, great relationship. So when you raised up in a 2-parent household, as a child to parents, when a parent go off like that, that means you have said or did something. Because see, when you listen to how Kirk Franklin is going off and cussing them out, when you listen, you can hear the tone. If some of you all can hear, you can hear the tone and all of what I have did for you. I've tried to do this for you, and I've tried to do it, and this is how you want to thank me. You hear it all when he's saying you BAN. You hear it all when he said I stomp you, allegedly. You hear it all when he's talking about the. Let me get me some water. So the question was, Kerrion, what did you carry on before you decide to take that part out and carry on and put on the part that you wanted everybody else to hear? So as I was looking at, there are a lot of people that I've been seeing the comments. Let me not jump ahead. But yes, what was said? What did you say or do? Now, some of you will probably say, he probably didn't say or do anything. That's how some parents. No parents don't do stuff, say stuff like that. You have to have said something or did something for your parent to have the type of tone and I'm sick of this and just going off on you like that because you have did so much and they've had it up to here because every time they look up, they're trying to bail you out. Every time they look up, they having to give you money. Every time they look up, you're doing something stupid. So what did you do prior to that, Kerrion? What did you say prior to the conversation that we weren't privileged to hear? What did you carry on before then? Before you decide to clip that and then just carry on and put what you want us to hear out there? Because me, I sat and listened to the clip, and I know this clip started way before you start recording when he was cussing you out. Because really the picture that is being painted, the picture that is really being painted is how it looks is, I'm fixing to show the world, oh, you the gospel artist over the world, you the Christian over the world. I'm finna show the world how you talk to your child. I'm finna show the world how you say you gonna sing the song and stomp me in the ground. I'm finna show the world how you call me BANs. Allegedly. I'm finna show the world. And I'm gonna just sit back. Oh, okay. F you. Oh, do it. Do it. And you really sit up here and see some of us that like to dissect and investigate stuff, we know better. And so it looks to the world that, just listen to Kirk Franklin. He is cussing out the son Do you hear them? Do you hear them foul words come out of his mouth? He ain't the only person that use foul words that's in the Christian community. It's a lot of some of your pastors and some of your preachers and some of your favorite evangelists. They get back in the bedroom, they cuss folks, slap out, and you don't even know it. And then they come and hug you. God bless you. God bless your precious soul. And they beat them before they beat them got in the pulpit. They beat them cuss somebody, slap out. That's on their team. Cheers. Even some of our parents, because see, we look at it because it's from someone else's perspective. You have to look at because me personally, I remember one time it was when I was little. My mama, she asked me, she said, she left me in the, well, should I say that? I was in the car. And see, that was back in the time you could, you know, leave a older child in the car with the windows down. You can't leave children in their car now these days. You leave them in the car now these days. Criminal beat them, got in the car, gone, dropped off the child and said, "Oh, your mama left you in here," and took the car. Or they may just take the car with the child too. You get for one package. So I was actually left in the car, and my mom said, "Okay, don't you bother them," because at the time we had a stick shift, what they call a manual. I'm from the South. We say stick shift. So she said, "Don't bother nothing." And I wanted to see what the car would do. So I went to see what gear it. Oh, okay. I always see her messing around with these, just messing around with these gears. And so I wonder how did the car stay still when she went in the cell? So I just took it upon myself. I took the liberty to actually experiment to see what the car would do. So I took and put the car in gear. So the car went rolling back. So I jumped out the car. I'm not finna be no liability. So I jumped out the car and ran in the store and I said, "Oh, mommy, 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 mommy." The car rolled off. My mama was like, that car didn't just roll off. So I'm like, "What you did?" And it literally did. It rolled off after I put it in gear. It rolled off and I was like, went into another store. Thank God the people stopped it before that because they had literally like stopped the car because it just rolling, just rolling down the mountain. Here she comes. She'll be coming down the mountain. She was just coming down the hill as she come. So I told her, I say it just rolled off. How you going to tell your mama the car just rolled off? Like she got out the car, left you in there, knew you was in there. And you gonna tell her, "Oh, the car just rolled off." Like the car just decided, I don't want to stay here. I'm just gonna roll back into this other stuff. So my mama, she went off. You did so and so and so. You knew better. You wait till I get you over here to your grandmama. You wait till we get over mamas. We get over grandma. I'm gonna tell her, but she didn't say tell her. Something tell her they old. And so we got over there, and I ran in my great grandmother's house, and she couldn't whoop me. Now notice the moral of the story, how she went off, but she had a valid reason of going off because I put the car in gear and I knew better. I wasn't no little baby. I knew better. So when we say, so when we look at this whole picture of, yeah, it's a traumatic. When we look at this picture and say, almost like to jump ahead again. When we look at this picture and say, okay, yeah, he didn't have no business cussing out his child. You're right, he didn't. He didn't have no business cussing out his child. It's his child. It shouldn't have been made public, for number one. It should have been kept as a private conversation. But when you are doing it with intent and malice, and it is premeditated of what your intentions were to do, then this is what you get. Can't get mad because people are talking about it because that's what you put out. But if you're gonna put the story out there, put the whole story out there. Don't just, spec here, spec there, spec here. And then some of y'all people, y'all just pick up stuff because y'all don't think about stuff. Y'all just take stuff and run with what people give y'all, not knowing that was more to their recording than what was put out there. Yes, even Kirk Franklin himself said that they have some things that they need to talk to, and they've talked with the counselor, so that he say, Kirk Franklin. We just throw it allegedly out there because I'm not going to be. So there are some things but now, yes, it's a traumatic experience Because I will say, in some communities, especially the white community, people tend to have ways of talking to their children. But when you listen, when you always go and trace it back, when that parent is going off, now no, I don't. When you start calling your child BANs, yeah, you don't step over the line, because I know I don't be around some folks. Now, come here, you little BITCH. Ain't this your little girl you talking to? Like, she know what the F she do. They be going wild, and I'm like, that's how you talk to her. That's a traumatic experience. Listen to how you talk to others. Come, tell that little mother effer to come here. Bring his little boy here. And I'm sitting there listening like, this how you talk to your child. And I use sometimes I tell people, why do you talk to your child like that? That's you sending them a traumatic experience. So you taking them through a traumatic experience. Now they grow up and now y'all cussing out. You ain't never been no mama. You always been a B, a sorry mother effer. Then they rail back up. You are a B. You mom. Just going a traumatic experience where people, have to sit down and talk with the counselor. Like this situation right here, because someone decided, and they decided to, what's that word that I'm looking for? They felt appalled, compelled to put this stuff out there. So it's out there for everybody. But no, this was not a situation that you just put out there for the street community. Because everybody in the street community don't have good sense. Everybody in the street community don't know how to think things through. Everybody in the street community don't know that that's an edited tape. Because Kerrion decided he wanted to carry on and leak this out on purpose. Oops, allegedly. To the whole street community. Now, y'all probably say, now I'll give you another example, because I remember when it came to the senator, was it Warnock? Yeah, him. When they had the clip out there where he was stating, GD America. Okay, God D America. When they was going in the runoff back in November and December, and they had that clip playing all over the TV. So me and my grandmother, we was talking, and she said, grandson, she said, did he really say that? Yeah, he did. She said, oh, why would he say something like that? I said, well, you have to actually listen to the whole context of it. I said, what they did was, for those of you that may not know, stuff can be edited out. This is a prime example right here. What Kerrion, how he carried on and edited out the tape. What they did was take the part where he said, God D America, and they put it in another advertisement and spent it around and made it look to the people. This is what y'all, this is the person. This is the person who y'all voting for that's saying God D America. This is what he think of America, because that's how they wanted to project it out. But you have to go listen to the whole clip, because that clip that that was a message, if I'm not mistaken, that he was more than likely preaching. And he was preaching it in a biblical text. Now I'm inferencing. So more than likely he was preaching about, and I'm just inferencing, some of what had to do with his text of how America have strayed, and they just, it's your thing, it's my thing, I do what I want to do, stick it where I want to stick it, and everything else. And so in somewhere in context, it came up with what he said. And I'm quite sure if you listen to the whole message, he probably elaborated on it. But when you have people that does malice, intentional things, premeditated, the camera did not freeze, it's just my face. Then they take and use that and put a spin on it so it look a certain way in the media and in the public view and ear when listening. Y'all have to pay attention to this stuff. See, some of y'all don't be paying attention. That's why I don't do good for the street community to get stuff. Because the street community take and add seasoned salt, add pepper, add garlic pepper, and all of that stuff. And by the time they multiply, they add, they divide, they subtract. So instead of like I was hearing on T.S. Madison when they was talking about people hear what they want to hear, instead of you hearing, I didn't get paid today, you hear, oh, she don't pay nobody. See, that's what people hear. Like the prime example of a conversation with people hearing what they want to hear and seeing what they want to see. Because you have to take a look at the whole picture. I'm about looking at the whole picture. That's why some people can't go in certain levels in companies because they so busy staying at the bottom looking at, oh girl, let me tell you what we going doing this weekend. Or you know what they're trying to do. They're trying to bring so in as a manager, but he don't know all of that. No, they're trying to get rid of your whole department. You just have no clue about it. Because you're focused on the small things instead of seeing the big picture. It's more to it than that. So if many people in the street community, the street community, everybody don't have good sense up here in the street community. They like the gospel and they take and run with wrong information. They take and run with wrong information. Oh, everybody getting their stimulus check this weekend. Where you get that from? The news? No, the news could not have told you that. Yeah, I heard it on the news. No, you could not have heard it on the news. What you may have heard on the news was stimulus checks will probably start rolling out the weekend. Now everybody gets, because you have to understand when they made that decision, and I've detoured over there, but all of it is under the umbrella of we hear what we want to hear and we listen what we want to listen to and we take the baton and we run with it before somebody even tell us, oh, okay, you should go left. I got it. And you don't went straight. You were supposed to go left, not straight, fool. So you hear, oh, okay, yeah, we get stimulus checks this weekend. No, we don't. Some people do. They say start rolling out, starting the weekend. You have to listen. Like people, oh, we get $2,000. That's not what you have to go read. Read your information. Well, it said 2000. No. Go back and read in its entirety the information. Because it said more than likely 1,600, more than likely 1,400, because we already got 600, which will equal 1,600, 1,400 plus 600 will give you 2,000. Do your math. Some of you so-called mathematicians, let me take that back, because some of y'all can't even add. So that's what that comes out to. So we have to be mindful when we be hearing stuff. That's why with this clip, I sat and I listened to it over and over. And when you listen to stuff over and over again, stuff just start coming and falling. The pieces of the puzzle fall right into place. No, this was a flow of consistency of a conversation. You chopped off what you wanted the people to hear. You chopped off the other part. He hung up. Oh, so you mean tell me this conversation started with him just cussing you out and hang up? Really? Go sit down. Well, I hope they actually straighten everything out in the midst of what's going on. Some people had an issue because, some people didn't care. Some people I was reading on comments and people that was talking like Steve Harvey and I forget the other guy name, and I was just reading them. Some of the people were like, Steve Harvey don't owe us. Kirk Franklin don't owe us no apology. We know how kids are. See, people that have kids know how kids are. Now, some people like, no, I don't cuss out my kids. No, he's wrong for that. Yeah, I do concur. He was wrong for cussing out that man or that little boy or however you want to put it. But when you put stuff public that was done with intention, there's a difference to that. So yeah, he was wrong. So I hope they sit down and sit down with someone professional, which Kirk Franklin said they did, and try to, air this out. Because really, when you actually go and follow Kerrion's, I'm probably just saying this name all wrong, tearing it up, Kerrion, what's his name? That one, yeah, Kerrion. when you go follow his page, you see what he says certain things. Just follow the Instagram page. Just start read, just look at stuff and read. You start seeing stuff, and you be wondering because I will say, some kids feel that they are entitled when they come from a well-off family. They be trying to feel like, oh, okay, you got all that money over there. If I get in the jam, you supposed to come take care of me. You got yourself in that situation. See it like one of my close friends said that she told her children. Let me tell you all something. No, when I go to work, This is my money. I just actually spend it on you all because you are my kids. I just want to be clear, and a clear message. This is my money. Now give you the tools what you need to do so you can go out and you make you money. And see, some kids, they feel like they are entitled. I mean, I'm supposed to be entitled to what my parents get. Oh, they got all that money. If I go to jail, they're supposed to come get me out. No, they don't. They're supposed to let you sit there. If you did something dumb and stupid to get in there, they need to let you sit there and learn the lesson. Now, you want to be mad at the world. And see, that's what's wrong with some kids. They are mad at the world because their parents had this and that, and their parents didn't come and run and bail them out. No, they don't need to come bail you out. They need to let you learn the lesson. That's why some of these kids are like they are. That's why you have to watch some of these kids because they do just like Kerrion. They cut off what they want you to know, and they cut off that part, and they give you what they want you to know. And then you going up in somebody's face and you about to bust somebody in their face about your child, and your child didn't tell you that they bust out them people's window. They just told you, "Oh, Mikey, he after me." Okay, you have to tell the whole story. Now you getting up in them folks' faces because you ain't gonna do nothing to my kid. That's my child. No, that's your child. Wham! Who I shouldn't have did that? Not on this line. It's be like, oh no, I don't have any kids. See, I've just been in environments with children, so I know how kids. So I know how kids. That's why I can look at this story and dissect it real good. I am someone's child. I have a mother and a father. I have been around kids. I have babysat kids. I have taught and still teach kids. I know kids will give you what they want to give you, and then you go flying, getting in your car flying upside down, and you get in, they make a fool out of you. I learned from an early age when my mom, she went out to the school for me, her and my dad, and she said, "I hope you're telling me the whole story." And I told her what the teacher did, but I didn't tell her, catch it. I told her what the teacher did, but I didn't tell her how I was acting a fool in these folks' classroom and I was being a class clown. And so the teacher say, okay. The teacher kind of, fiddled out of that. And yes, I did do that. Because, see, my mom was on point. She did not play. Oh, y'all ain't going to mistreat my child. So the teacher say, well, did he tell you what he did? Because, see, now my mama looking at me because she like, oh, okay. You done had me come out to this school. And I'm sitting up here about to go off on these folks. And I done halfway went in on these folks. And you only told me parts of the truth. Because see, when you tell parts of the truth, you are a liar and the truth ain't in you. When you are crafty, you are a liar and the truth. Because that's what people try to do these days. They rationalize what they want to rationalize and be crafty with. So you still a bold-faced lie. So what I did was the teacher started putting me out. She put me out on stage. Okay, Larry, then I said XYZ, but why did I say XYZ? Because you were doing XYZ. And that's when everything got out on the kitchen table. My mom said, well, I'll take care of it from here. Thank you so much, Miss So-and-so. I'm so sorry. I reacted the way I reacted. Just give us a few moments. Close the door while you at it. Oh, God. She said, close the door. You know what that means? I bet you I learned from that day forth. When you tell something, tell the whole truth. I don't care if I don't like what I did. If I did it, I mean, tell the whole truth from beginning to end. From beginning to end. Not chop off and start to end. From beginning to end. Let's do this again. From beginning to end. Not chop off from here to end. No. Because some of y'all are crafty liars out there, and y'all sit up there, y'all craft and rationalize. That's why some of y'all kids are like that. They just like Kerrion. They surely are. They just like Kerrion. They come and tell you something because they want to be manipulative and they want to get ahead by lying. I'm gonna put him out there. Daddy, I'm gonna put you out there. I got you cussing me out. Show the world you ain't that perfect Christian that they think you are. Listen to him cussing me out. Daddy. I shouldn't have said that like that because that sounds like some. I can't be doing this. It's time to end this live, y'all, because I think I am about to go. I am going on level 10,000, and that is not good. Because no telling what. Like, whew, Lord bless you. Thank you, Jesus. Whew. And just for all of you that may know, this is water. This is not no liquor. This is not no alcohol privilege. I can get turned up, and I don't have to have not an ounce of whiskey neither. That's what he said, Daddy. I'm putting you out there. Let the world see how you cuss me out. Okay, F you too. Do it. Do it. I think I planned this out all right. No, because some of us are not dumb as Kerrion. So now what we want you to do, Kerrion, since you give us the full clipping that you did not share with us. We will be waiting, Kerrion. Oh, thank you so much, y'all, for just joining in to Said Larry J Live. I'm so glad that you have spent. Did I say Larry J? I just be see now. Yeah, it's time for me to get off. Said Larry J. I'm your host, Larry. Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you've enjoyed this live. Make sure you click the like, share, the little bell so you know when I go on, subscribe, and everything else. Yes, we want that whole clip. We don't just want pieces of a clip that you done redacted. We want the whole thing. If you have already, since you put it out there, just give us tell the truth. As when you sitting up on court, do you swear to tell the truth, nothing but the truth, but help you God? Yes, that's what we want. We want, do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, help me God? Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? We want the truth and nothing but the truth. So help you, God. We do. That way, some of these people that's coming sideways, they be like, yeah, he's still wrong. He shouldn't have cussed them out. But no wonder he cussed you out. Y'all probably did your parents ever cuss you out, Larry? No. Well, they would say every now and then sit your way down, stuff like that. But they didn't never call me no BAN. They didn't never call me no little BITZ. They ain't say you little mother alpha, come here. You always do. They didn't say stuff like that. They didn't say we gonna sing a song, we gonna stomp. You makes me want to dance and makes me want. They didn't do that. We had our problems and our issues, but it was nothing like that. And we didn't put it out on social media. That's another thing. Why do people feel like they have to put out everything on social media? You make you look like you mentally insane. Because you already showed many of us, because see, I go through folks' comments, and I can tell people that really need a traumatic counselor, someone that need to talk to them about trauma, someone that has been traumatized. They got to put out everything about their relationship. I was with this man and he beat me in the face. I don't know why I stayed. I'm still there. Really. I was with this woman and she cheated on me 10 times. I don't know what to do. Oh, leave. I was with this woman and she got different kids. They don't like me. We going through this and that because her baby dads, they don't want to do this. What you gonna do? And you putting all of this on Facebook. Well, in my family, we having this controversy because so and so passed away and they wanted the money and the money. I don't feel like the money. Shut up. Don't nobody want to hear about where the money go, who it go to, and everything. That ain't people business out here in these community streets. Just settle for the money. Who get the money? Who get the? I don't think it was right. I don't think. Oh, she slept with somebody before she married me, and then you start going into explicit details of who she slept with, where they were, what hotel they were, what room. How all of that? You had spy cameras on her, and you put all of this on Facebook. Let me paint you the story of how he did it. I caught him over Trisha's house last night. I couldn't believe he was over there. I drove by 10 times and he was over there and the car was there. His car never moved. Then I went and walked up to the window and he was still sitting there. And next thing I knew, they was taking off their clothes and they was getting in the bed and everything. Leave! My God, like leave. You need to go to account, but you put all of this on Facebook. You be tweeting everywhere. It's on Instagram. And everything is just leave. It's a traumatic experience. I am going through this with my baby mama because she won't do this. And then you putting up your baby mama. That ain't for the world to know. That ain't for the community to know, the street community. Because see, the street community, they get that stuff and they add, multiply. And next thing you know, they don't got it. And next thing, when they don't got, now that it have got back to her, you don't call her a black bee. And you ain't even saying nothing like that. But because you put it out in the street, you put it out in the streets. Notice I don't put certain things on my Facebook page. I don't put out there because I know how y'all are. You know what I want. I'm gonna say it again. You know what I want. No, it's not correct. It is not a correct sentence. You know what I want. Oh, it just be interesting. I can tell you about a lot of people's lives because they put it out there on Facebook. Here you go. I'm delivering this to you, street community. Then when the street community get and say, you know what, I don't like how this is. Oh, he don't. Oh, he cheated. Oh, from what I see, he cheated. I don't know what 5 times on Facebook. They only put it once. She was only cheated on once, but by the time you get it, you done made it 5 times. Some of this stuff is not meant to be put on Facebook and Twitter and an Instagram, a photogram. What is a TikTok clock in a box and a hat? You TikToking about everything except what you need to know. TikTok about what you gonna do with them $1,400 that you get. Do you know what to do with it besides go buy TVs and stuff in cars? Y'all gonna run out there getting these folks cars, knowing that y'all have detoured way to the left. Go out there getting these folks cars, knowing you got your stimulus check and your income taxes, and they gonna come income and get their vehicle back because you gonna get it for just that period of time. Oh goodness. I think that is about. I said that I was gonna end this live a while ago, and I went to talking about something totally different because it just was baffling how they got put out there on social media, and everybody gets to hear it for free. All I can say is, some of us black families. Did I say black families? I'm just up here just saying everything. Some of us black families, we do need to sit in front of a counselor because of some of our upbringing of how we was brought up. You try not to repeat the cycle, but sometimes, and some people, they do end up breaking the cycle. They do end up breaking the cycle of, they grew up in a childhood home, and they were called everything except a child of God. And why? I was such a good child. No, you weren't. You weren't that. You weren't an angel. There was a reason why they were cussing you out. And they shouldn't have cussed you out, but you probably provoked them as a child. You're like, how you gonna say they don't have no business cussing out them children? They don't. If you went and got a sledgehammer and you bashed the TV, yeah, they probably cussed you out. You know why they cussed you out? Because they had to go take their black selves or white selves or whoever selves to work, and they had to go buy another TV and spend about $3,000. Okay, you know what I could deal with $3,000 out of a chick that I could have went to work with, and I had other things to do, but because you bad and you want to go get a sledgehammer and bust the TV to see the 4th of July, the early stage, and you wonder why I'm cussing you out. You wonder why the man said he was cussing him out. Whew, let me get off this live. For if you don't see it, something if you don't be like, ooh, we're gonna have to take down this video. Ooh, we're gonna have to take. No, we're not gonna be doing that. That's why we try to keep it, because when we, especially when we feel ourselves getting up there to like level 10,000, it'd be like whatever comes up comes out, and we can't have whatever comes up coming out on live TV. Thank you so much for joining. I hope to see you all again. I hope you all enjoyed this live. I hope you all have learned some lessons from this live. Go sit your down and go sit with a counselor so you can go get therapy, therapy, so you can deal with these growing issues. I even go talk to a counselor. You'll be amazed at the things that you can get healed from, and the things that you can see, and the things that you prevent. Counselors are good. They're not going to cause you to go jump off a ledge. They're helpful if you go to the right one. Notice I threw that out there, and I said it with no, no filter to it. It depends on who you go to, because some counselors know you have to make sure you go to a counselor that's going to help, that know how to discern when you old bold faced liar. You know, some of y'all you get up in the council office manipulating them folks. So anywho, you all enjoy this nice Tuesday, and thanks for joining in. Said Larry J. Bye.